It's time for Lefties Losing It, and Hunter Biden, you remember him, the crack-addled whore enthusiast, son of former President Joe Biden, is back and he is angry. He's angry at the lefties who, after years of covering up his father's obvious cognitive decline, dumped him and installed Kamala as their 2024 presidential candidate. And that includes Hollywood actor George Clooney, who penned a New York Times piece calling for Biden to step down after that disastrous debate with President Trump. Well, Hunter, who you'll recall scored an unconditional presidential pardon, sat down for an interview with Channel 5 and he let Clooney have it. The left are turning on each other and it's glorious.
Him, and everybody around him. I don't have to be nice. Number one, I agree with Quentin Tarantino. George Clooney is not a actor. He is a I don't know what he is. He's a brand. And by the way, and God bless him. You know what? He supposedly treats his friends really well. You know what I mean? Buys them things. And he's got a really great place in Lake Como. And he's great friends with Barack Obama. You. What do you have to do with anything? Why do I have to listen to you? What right do you have to step on a man who's given 52 years of his life to the service of this country and decide that you, George Clooney, are going to take out basically a full-page ad in the New York Times to undermine the president at a time in which, by the way, what do people care about the most? Why do you think that the Republicans have an advantage over us? Because they're unified. They will go along with anything. I wasn't asking anybody to go along with anything. I was asking people to go along with this. The most successful administration in my lifetime.
Wow, he may still be high if he thinks the Biden administration was the most successful administration in his lifetime. And he wasn't done yet with George Clooney. And here he admits what we have all suspected, that Clooney was acting on the behest of Barack Obama.
You know what George Clooney did? Because he sat down, I guess, because he was like given the blessing by the Obama team or the Obama people and whoever else, and David Axelrod and whoever the else, is to go, okay, yeah, you know what? We are going to insert our judgment over yours. Me, and James Carville, who hasn't run a race in 40 years.
And it's not just George Clooney, James Carville or Team Obama that Hunter is upset with. CNN's Jake Tapper copped a serve too for that silly little book he wrote about Biden's cognitive decline. It doesn't matter to Hunter that Tapper covered up for his dad for years and only wrote that book after the election. He's now on the enemy list.
Who's Jake Tapper's audience? Jake Tapper?
My mom or something? I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
For real, though. I don't even think it's your mom anymore.
No.
By the numbers, what influence does Jake Tapper have over anything? He has the smallest audience on cable news. And beyond that, I think that the book is right now on Amazon that he put out. I mean, his ratings just went to shit after he put the book out. You know, they did a 2-week infomercial for it. I mean, it was such a money grab.
Now, I regret to inform you that Hunter Biden is not just taking pot shots at aging Hollywood types and CNN hacks. He's somehow deluded himself into believing he could take on Trump or the president of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele. Hunter wants to bring back the illegal immigrants, the criminals deported to El Salvador, and is willing to take drastic measures to do so. Here's another profanity-laced diatribe, almost like this guy is on something.
I say, you. How are we getting those people back from El Salvador? Because I'll tell you what, if I became president in 2 years from now, or 4 years from now, or 3 years from now, I would pick up the phone and call the president of El Salvador and say, you either send them back or I'm going to invade. It's a crime what they're doing. He's a dictator thug.
Bukele or Trump?
Both.
Hunter is going to become president and he's going to invade El Salvador. There you go, Democrats. That's your next election campaign right there. What a sad, broken party. But we shouldn't laugh off Hunter's mad rants because this man had enormous power in the Biden White House. And don't forget, Joe Biden often said Hunter was the smartest man he knew. Seriously, in this lengthy, wide-ranging interview with Channel 5, Hunter denied that cocaine found in the Oval Office was his. And then he gave the audience a helpful lesson in how you make crack. I wish I was kidding.
The only difference between crack cocaine and cocaine is sodium bicarbonate and water and heat, literally.
That's it?
That's it.
And those things are pretty much free if you go to like a science store.
This is free. You can go to your neighborhood convenience store and just get. Anyway, I don't want to tell people how to make crack cocaine, but it literally is a mayonnaise jar, cocaine, and baking soda.
He doesn't want to tell you how to make it, but he just did. And he didn't stop there. Apparently crack isn't that bad. Crack isn't whack. It's better than alcohol, according to Hunter. Listen to this lunacy.
Crack cocaine make you act any differently? No. Is it safer than alcohol? Probably. People think of crack as being dirty. It's the exact opposite. When you make crack, what you're doing is you're burning off all the impurities so that it combines with the sodium bicarbonate, which makes it smokable. That's all.
Astonishing stuff. Now let's check in on some lefties running a bar. Not clear if they're just working at this bar or whether they're owners. I'd suggest the former, but that's just a guess. Watch what happens when a Trump supporter comes in to order a drink. Watch how these so-called tolerant, progressive, love is love lefties react.
I have a question.
No, we're not answering
Why?
questions. Get out of the car.
Why?
Because you're a Trump supporter.
I know, but don't you guys want our money?
No, actually we don't. Get out of my bar right now. You're not welcome. I'm not f***ing around. Get out of my bar.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Out.
Because I'm wearing a Trump
Yes.
vest. That's wild.
I don't care. Get out.
We can call the police, or you can just leave.
You know this is like discrimination, right?
Oh, boo-hoo! Boo-hoo! Get out of my bar.
Now, I have to say, I've missed the mad rants of sacked MSNBC host Joy Reid. She was an ever-reliable source of Lefty Losing It content, and I'm happy to report she's back with another unhinged diatribe aimed at, you guessed it, Trump supporters.
Trump has those kind of voters. They are dedicated to him personally. They care more about him being happy than them being happy. They care more about him having what he wants than them having what they want. They will give up their health care. They will let their daughters be destroyed. They will let their families be destroyed. They will do. There's nothing he can do. He can drown them in Texas. He can take away their FEMA. He can do anything he wants to them.
Joining me now is comedian and host of Primetime with Alex Stein on Blaze TV. Alex, Joy Reid, what she said there about Trump voters letting their loved ones drown, I'd say it's a new low for her, but I've said that before and she always manages to sink further.
Well, when it comes to Joy Reid, I mean, her opinion of Donald Trump has not changed. But one thing that has changed is her looks. When she first started at MSNBC, she was actually kind of attractive. And now if you see her after she's been fired, she's just, she just doesn't look good. She doesn't look healthy. And honestly, if I would have to guess, she might be trading recipes with Hunter Biden, because to blame the death of 27 kids on Donald Trump, that sounds like something a crackhead would say and not an actual journalist.